Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcoin Guys, bringing my guide for Uncharted Drake's Fortune on Crushing Difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 11 entitled Trapped. This is a pretty small chapter, and we got a couple guys I take out with a sniper. These ones I usually just recommend taking out with a sniper first. Then you got a Wes guy coming over here. If you are hiding behind the stairs that I'm hiding at, typically sometimes the guy with the Wes won't. Well, I think it was a Wes he was using, but he usually won't attack you. He'll kind of like walk up to the front of the stairs and then just stop sometimes. But that's usually what happens to me. And I like to use this entire area pretty much just as cover. And whenever I end up getting shot, I just run back, immediately hide behind the stairs once again to avoid any confrontations at all. And of course, go for headshots and use the sniper to your benefit. I'd say, if anything, just use the entire sniper in this room. I would suggest. If you want to keep it, that's fine. But there are new guns, like M4, for example, that you can pick up. And there's plenty of them around, and they have pretty good accuracy too, so that always kind of helps. And if you know Uncharted 1, then you should be pretty much aware at this point how decent having a machine gun is to sort of stun enemies, which always kind of helps out. Now, of course, this guy, I was trying to wait for him to come out around somewhere or just find somebody, but whenever you take out that guy, or at the very least your last guy on this side, the opposite side is gonna start coming out. I was about to say the opposing side. The opposite side is going to start coming, and this is when I just start mowing them down. And if you grab the West by now, then one shot, one kill. Take the guys out however you want, but just remember that those guys will spawn behind you, so that's something to kind of look out for. Then, of course, once Drake starts walking, that's when you are pretty much safe. And right here, I was just panic shooting. I was like, oh crap, I kind of got myself in a sticky situation, so I'm not going to get myself out of it. And luckily enough, I only had about 2 more enemies to fight. So there's about 5, I think, that appear behind you, which is not too bad. So, and again, typically this game, a lot of spawns are mostly scripted. So you don't have to worry about enemies flanking you from just out of nowhere. They usually have to show up to some regard, and then they can, come around and try to flank you then. But, yeah. Real quick, since I have time to say this, I'm sorry it took me so long to get back into Uncharted 1. There's a lot of things. I was doing other stuff on my main channel, and it just started really eating up all my time. So, I have no good excuse, but that's the excuse I have. So, alright, coming up the stairs, watch out, there's going to be one guy on the stairs, and then you just shoot him in the leg or whatever, get him to activate or shoot him in the head, just take him down pretty much. And then after that, I like to hide behind this pillar. Not exactly in cover, but just stay near these stairs. And don't worry about the grenade launcher guy just yet, because he can't really technically hit you from here. As long as you just stay hidden, he can't really do anything. There are 3 enemies above that we have to worry about. There's one in the doorway, there's one of these stairs, and then of course there's the grenade launcher guy. So, and grab whatever guns you can, because we're not done yet. I would recommend not grabbing the grenade launcher. Granted, I mean, it's a one-shot kill if you get a nice, good contact shot with it, but I feel like for just an AoE thing, it's not going to be useful in the next coming part. And granted, I mean, if you want to use it for your own methods of, like, continuing, the chapters, then go right ahead. But it's one of those things where I didn't really feel like bothering with it. I was like, it's just, I don't know. The grenade launcher is nice, but only for me in certain specific areas. In later chapters, it doesn't really do the job, in my opinion, as much as it did before. We still got one more fight to go down, and once you finish this fight, that's the end of the chapter. So once the last guy is dead, it will just end it off. Actually, first, I tried stealth killing him every single time, and for some reason, different elevation, I think, caused me to just go for a punch instead. So I was unable to get the stealth kill, and I just went for a headshot and just ended off that way. There's only 2 enemies in this area, but once you walk out this door, you're going to have to fight, I think, like 4 or 5 more guys. And then once you kill them, that will be the end of the chapter. That's what I should say. So, first guy right here, I pick up the West just to, make mincemeat of these assholes. There is a guy in that doorway, so watch out for that. He'll, most of the time, just stay there anyway. And I think he is either the second to last or the last one. Yeah, that's the last one, actually. So anyway, yep, that'll be it. So, take care, everybody.